If you think you've seen wild poker action, think again. Because no gamble, no future Season 7 Episode 9 brings pure chaos, hilarious banter, and the kind of high-stakes drama that makes even seasoned pros sweat bullets. This was the episode of Maniacs vs. Legends. People lost thousands in seconds. Egos got bruised, tricks were played, and yes, a stand-up game made everyone question their life choices. Ready for the most entertaining disaster on Felt? Let's break down this wild ride, and of course, figure out how it all came crashing to a close. The show kicks off with Phil Hellmuth launching straight into his classic, larger-than-life poker persona, with a sharp "Do you even know who I am?" aimed at Freddie from Chicago. Freddie responds perfectly, showering Phil with flattery, but everyone knows it's a setup for the epic rivalry to come. Phil even drops some strategy wisdom. When playing against Maniacs, he says, "You don't gamble, you starve them." You can see the gears turning for what's about to happen. Right from the first hands, it's clear this table is here to gamble hard, talk trash, and play loose. The energy is frantic, bets fly, and players go from making a call to spinning a penalty wheel in the blink of an eye. The commentators, Jeff Platt and Brent Hanks, set the tone. This isn't picture-perfect poker, but it's sure as hell fun to watch. Terrible folds and wild calls are the name of the game, and everyone's loving it. Phil throws some shade at others' play, but the truth is, he's caught up in the madness, too. Jennifer Tilly emerges early as one of the night's MVPs. She mixes up her play with bluffs and bold bets, getting under everyone's skin, especially Hellmuth. You can see the veterans trying to stay disciplined, but the table's energy pushes them into big pots and questionable moves. Freddie and Phil's back and forth gets deeper as the hands progress. Freddie, known for being fast and loose, keeps catching Phil with messy beats. Phil's frustration growing by the minute. The first huge twist comes with the introduction of the stand-up game. Everyone stands until they win a pot, and the last to sit down pays a hefty price. You know it's going to get ugly. No one wants to be the last person standing. With thousands on the line, tension ramps up as seasoned pros like Phil Hellmuth and Jennifer Tilly grind it out, refusing to cave. This twist isn't just physical. Pride is on the line, and players start waking up to how painful losing could be. We see Phil trying every psychological trick in the book, waiting for his maniacs to self-destruct, laying down hands, and calculating every move. But Freddie's relentless aggression proves hard to contain. There's a long-running joke about Phil waiting for the right moment to strike back and finally win big against Freddie, referencing their previous battles in Houston. It's classic rivalry chess, but the cards keep turning against Phil. Meanwhile, Jennifer Tilly keeps getting in the mix. She bluffs, barrels off, and never lets her stack rest for long. But the stand-up game starts costing her real money. She's stubborn, refusing to lose with dignity until she has to. She admits the stand-up game alone cost her tens of thousands, saying she hates losing it so much she keeps chasing pots just to sit down. The table gets increasingly rowdy. Brazil God and 3-Coin jump into massive pots. Pink lets emotions drive big calls. Jen and Freddie needle each other with brutal honesty about their hands. And Phil keeps up his running commentary on how he's losing the minimum. A hilarious claim when everyone sees his actual losses piling up. At one point, Phil admits, with pseudo-humility, that he was wrong, about playing the stand-up game, a rare moment of self-awareness that has everyone cracking up. Even the commentators marvel at this, calling it the first admission by Phil since 2020. But the stand-up game reaches its peak with a monster hand featuring 3Coin and Brazil God clashing in a pot soaring over 140 as 100. It's a classic cooler. Both hit straights. But Brazil God is just one card better, and the drama explodes with Randy, 3Coin, taking the worst of it, bemoaning his luck but admitting he had no choice but to jam it all in. The table goes nuts over the run-out. The swing is pure sicko poker. Jennifer finally locks up her stand-up win, standing tall as the GTO wizard of the day, having toughed it out and beaten Phil and the rest, proving just how far players will go for honor or sometimes just ego. There's genuine celebration. She's spent emotionally and financially, but she wouldn't change a thing. The table quickly resets for a second stand-up game, because like all good train wrecks, everyone wants more. The banter stays strong all episode. Everyone needles each other, give a thug a hug, no one respects you, jokes about meeting Louise in the parking lot. A Pink teasing reckless plays, Jen worrying she has to eat wasabi as a penalty, and Phil talking in circles about discipline and minimum losses. The camaraderie and trash talk make the whole episode feel like poker night at home, just with way more zeros on every bet. In the final stretch, stack sizes swing dramatically. Brazil God, who started slow, ends up the big winner with nearly 169 $100 in front, by far the most satisfying comeback for anyone watching. Phil Hellmuth, despite all the talk, bleeds chips throughout the stand-up games, but lands a win at the end, finally sitting down and breaking the game. Jen's epic journey for the stand-up win is one of the episode's emotional high points. Freddie, ever the chaotic force, both shines and loses, but keeps the table alive with energy. Meanwhile, Pink, 3Coin, and the rest ride the waves of massive variance, with hands that swing fortunes in seconds. As the dust settles, the table exudes fatigue and relief. Everyone's a bit lighter in their wallets, heavier in their hearts, and the audience has gotten the entertainment of a lifetime. Brazil God's Monster Pot win is the buzzer beater of the night. Jennifer Tilly earns the token trophy, and Phil learns, maybe, a lesson about not playing every stupid stand-up game someone suggests. And, of course, everyone still wants to run it back, because poker players never learn. So, to sum it up, absolute chaos, marathon stand-up games, pride and pain, huge cooler hands, relentless aggression, plus some of the funniest, realest table banter you'll ever see in a poker show. The Chicago crew brings the heat. The show pushes everyone to their emotional edge, and no gamble, no future proves why it's the freshest cash game show in high-stakes poker right now. If you love this recap, don't forget, let me know what you thought about this wild episode down in the comments. Did you think Jennifer's epic stand-up win was worth the risk? Could you stomach Phil's discipline, strategy, or lack of it? Who had the wildest hand of the night? Drop your favorite moment below, smash that like button, share this with your poker buddies, and subscribe to the channel for more epic recaps and poker breakdowns. See you next time at the tables.